What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Happy Hour Live. Glad to have you here. We got a bunch of people out there. I just in a conversation where I'm running. We got 5 minutes late. How's everybody on their pool? So I'm coming back from Desert Bar. Been up at Desert Bar for since the afternoon anyway. And man, a lot of changes have gone up there at Desert Bar. If you haven't been up there, if you're coming down to Quartzsite, you're going to be surprised at the amount of changes. They've moved the cafes. They've moved the barbecue. They're creating some more new bars, and it's pretty amazing up there. So let me give a shout out real quick to the people in the room. Glad to have you here. Don gets the first in the house. Oh, Dave and everyone from Cold, Wet, and Pahrump, Nevada. Don, when are you getting out of there? Jim Bertrand is in the house. Miss Jennifer LaFord, how you doing? X Fired Up is in the house. How's it going? And let's see if we can just scroll on down here. Oh my gosh, I apologize. I'm running probably about 15 minutes late tonight because literally came down Cosmic Mermaid and Starman. There they are. Glad to have you here. Just come down off the mountain, and there was no way to make it to my normal spot in Quartzsite. And I thought, you know what? Let's just hit up. I've never been to the Blue Water Casino right here in Parker, Arizona. And that is it. Right. Well, yeah, you can't really see it. There it is, right behind me. And I figured that would be I had literally about 45 minutes. Somebody said no sound. Don, you're saying no sound. I've got says that I've got sound. I'm not sure what to do with that. Nothing. I have sound. Your sis says she has sound. So David said 5:15. I know. Coming down from Desert Bar, and I had about 45 minutes, and I thought, there's no way. There's just no way. I'm not going to make Quartzsite and still be able to put on the live. So checked into Blue Water Casino. There we are right there. Look at the amount of time. That is not normal, guys. That is not normal. But we're going to talk a little bit about casino docking and staying at these casinos. Really nice. Talk about everything from finding them to actually checking in and staying at them. But if you notice that's 2 weeks right there. And I have never seen a casino, been doing this since 2017. I've never had a casino say, yeah, go ahead. We'll give you an RV tag, put that in your dash, and stay for 2 weeks. So very low sound, Don says. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I can change that, Don. I'm not sure. But maybe turn your volume up there, Don. Maybe that's it. I don't know. How is everybody doing out there? Kind of recovering from that turkey day, that Thanksgiving day. And what do? I went to Las Vegas. Guys, I'll tell you what, I'm not cut out for Las Vegas. I'm really not. Yeah, I am learning more and more. I was there 6 days, and by about the third day, I couldn't wait to leave. I did manage to make it this time. If you've followed before, I've left early. It's like, okay, can't handle the traffic, can't handle the people. But I will say I got over to the Luxor. First time probably in about 5 years, and ended up in the casino and actually walked away ahead. I'm not going to say how much, but walked away a little ahead. That's unique for me. I'll take it. Promptly left Las Vegas when I could, ended up in Oatman, Arizona, and I absolutely love Oatman. I'll tell you, Oatman is one of those places where It's peaceful, it's calm, and where I stay, where I boondock, the burros come out. Got to see burros the 2 days that I was there, and they didn't raid the fridge this time. They normally do, but they didn't raid the fridge. So, but usually I end up with no carrots, and that's that's they get all my carrots. I admit it. I'm a sucker for them, but did have them on the road actually eating from the window of the truck as I was driving down there. Yes, I did have some donkey food from Oatman that you can buy little bags of it for $1 up there. Driving back down, and here they were in the road and chasing me down. They didn't want me to go. I had the good stuff, and yeah, kind of chased me down. So that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. I got some pictures of the fishbowl spring up there, and there are fish in it this year. So looking forward to see if I can't put some of those up on Instagram. So ended up came down from there, came down to Lake Havasu, and saw the London Bridge, and did kind of the run around there for a little bit, and came down here and invited Hag of the Hills actually came out, and Miss Tara came out, and we went up and we did Desert Bar, and wow, I was surprised at the amount of changes that have gone up in that place. I think you guys will. I don't know. It's getting big. It's not a little bar anymore. It's getting pretty darn big. So the only thing they haven't made is the parking lot. The parking lot is still a little. It's a little small for as big as the place is getting. So at some point they're going to have to add on some parking area somewhere. Mm. Oh, but just came down from Desert Bar, and I thought, what are we going to talk about today? And as fate would have it, there was no way I was going to make it to Quartzsite and still be able to put on a live at 5:00. As it turned out, I wasn't even able to do that. 5:20, I think we finally got on here. But casinos are one of my stops, one of the places that I enjoy going. And let's see, we got there we go. And there, you only see one RV in the back over that shoulder, I guess it is. But the place has got quite a few RVs around here. I've heard that about Blue Water Casino here in Parker, Arizona. And I've found them all across the country. And probably one of my favorite places to stay. Usually they're pretty safe, and they're asphalt in general. So they're fairly level, and it's fairly easy to park at them. And, not all of them are allowing casino stays, and not all of them are allowing overnight stays, I should say. So you do have to kind of check that out. And the way that I find them is on Campendium is usually the easiest way. People, if you don't have Campendium on your phone, on your computer, check them out, campendium.com, because I've used them for the last 5 years. And they run a great site, and it helps find places just like this. And people can leave reviews on their experience at the different places. And that's generally where you can find out if they're going to charge for them, if there's any amenities. Some of them do have water, some of them do have power hookups. A few of them even have dump stations that you can dump the tanks. So most all of them, as part of coming to their casino, they want you to sign up for their players club, and most all of them give free gambling on top of that. Just some free money to play the slots or something like that, and that's to kind of get you to come inside. I usually like to go in and get a breakfast, get a lunch, get a dinner, something like that. And but I've never stayed more than 5 days. I think that's the max I've ever stayed at a casino, and most of them are about either 24 hours to 3 days. This is the first one I've ever seen that was 2 weeks, 14 days. She was writing it down on the slip there to give me, and I thought, is that a mistake? I mean, you really allow people to stay for 14 days? So most of them have a great buffet. I have, not only do they have, a lot of them have great buffets, some of them will include it with your player's club card when you go in there. I know the one in Tucson, I can't remember the name of it, Paradise, I think it was. That one, if you're military, they included a free dinner with it, which I am. So that's always a bonus. I don't look for that, but it's kind of nice when that happens. So, but yeah, there's generally decent food. Um, it depends on it depends on the casino as far as the prices go. Are we talking Las Vegas prices, or are we talking some outlying area? And I'll tell you what, I just got done paying at Starbucks at the Luxor in Las Vegas, $11 for a coffee, guys. It was the most, and I told the gal that as I ordered it and I'm getting my coffee, I said, this is the most expensive coffee I've ever ordered in my life, I have to say. That was $11 for a cup of coffee. So, well, I do order the latte, so there is that, but they're normally about $4 to $6. I've never seen one. I think up until that point, I've never seen one over $8, but $11 kind of, wow. All right. Yeah. Everybody says they have sound, Don. Going to the casinos, if and every now and then, I've also, another way that I find them is I'll pull up my Google Maps. Just in the search bar right above, after you open up your maps, type in casino, and the map will expand out and it'll show you all the different casinos around you. I like Google Maps because I can actually look at the satellite image and I can see just how big the parking lots are, and usually you can see some RVs parked in the parking lot. So let's see if we can't get rid of one person there. Let's see. There we go. We'll make that disappear. So, yeah, Gary, a little chilly in Florida today. Only 73. Well, Gary, they did say that it was 70 here. I've got my coat on. I'm here to tell you that it feels cooler than that here. It feels like about 65, maybe 60. I was chilled a little earlier, but if you're going to have to dig farther down into Florida there if you got 73. People had light jackets on, sweaters this morning. Yeah, I can imagine it. Let's see. Dawn. I hope it's okay to say Dawn is still in Pahrump. Dawn, when are you coming out of Pahrump? You must be hanging out there with your sis. And 6549 Harry is here. Glad to have you. So if I do, I wanted to talk a little bit, I thought, casino docking is something that not a lot of people have done. And how do you find them, and how do you go about staying at them? And I have looked up a variety of ways. Campanium is the number one, but the Google Maps, if you type in casino up at the top of when you open up the maps, it will expand out and show you all the casinos around you. Well, I always recommend, though, don't assume that you can just stay there. You do need to, I usually will call them if I don't know for certain. Ask them if they allow overnight stays, and who you want to call when you call, and somebody answers. When the operator answers, just ask. Generally, it's the security desk. Ask them for the security desk. They'll generally put you through to somebody in security, and you can say, do you allow overnight stays for RVs in the parking lot? When they do, they'll kind of give you the rundown of the rules. Yes, you can stay for 3 days, 2 days, whatever it is. And just come in when you get here and come in and check with the security desk. We'll take down your information, and you'll be good for however many days they allow for that. So Dawn is going to be in Lake Havasu January 13th. That's like forever from now. That's like forever from now. Yeah, no, Miss Jennifer LaFord is up there in the snow. She is from Central Oregon, right there where I'm from. And yeah, they're talking snow boots, long johns, down coat, mittens, snow hat, and still freaking cold. Yeah, that's absolutely it. Absolutely it. And that is why I'm down here. It hasn't been too much better here. It's been chilly. It's been chilly. So still waiting for it to warm up just a little bit. Leaving here January 10th. All right. Oh, I will probably, if you're going to Yuma. I think I'm headed for I will be in Quartzsite for the last 2 weeks in January. I want to hit up the big tent. Don't ask me why. I only go there for 1 day. But I can say it is the people. And I enjoy seeing and meeting up with everybody there. So at the very least, yeah, Jennifer, that's Jennifer, move. That's true. That's true. Oh, but yeah, I enjoy the people in Quartzsite, so hopefully be catching up with people there. Only stopping, I am going into Quartzsite probably tomorrow, and only going to stay probably a couple days because I have reservations in Mesa, Arizona, at Mesa Spirit. I wasn't able to get my favorite. My favorite is Monte Vista there in Mesa, but they were all booked up. I couldn't get I couldn't get a couple weeks there. So I will be staying there the first week in January, though. Yeah. Yeah, Don, I will be catching up with you. Absolutely. Last few days of January. Yep, I will be there. I will be there. Oh, booking the first campsite back in Canada at 7 a.m. tomorrow. 5 months until I'm back home. Yeah, oh, yes. You have to book the first second it's available to get good sites at provincial parks. Yep, we've got that too. Most of the good parks in the United States are like that. So, Monte Vista reservations in February. You know what? I just love that place. I have to think of all the thousand trails that I go to, and it's not really thousand trails. It's just to be clear, it's Encore. So you do have to belong to the trails collection there for thousand trails. But I will say that Monte Vista is my favorite. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. So I'll miss you by just a little bit there in February, but I think you're going to be down in this area anyway. So I'm sure I'm going to catch you while you guys are down here. Oh, RV Living Life is getting together. Good, you guys. Good. Yeah, you're all down there in Florida, laughing it up. But yeah, no. Same for Florida State Parks. Yeah, guys, it has been cold I don't know what it is. It just can't seem to warm up, really. Today wasn't too bad, but I was still looking for my coat for most of the day. And not the way that we're used to seeing it down here in the Southwest. So it'd be curious to see. The warm spot of the country is either southern Florida or Yuma, Arizona. And I'll tell you, if it gets any colder and it doesn't seem to want to warm up, I may be going to Yuma sooner rather than later. So these casinos, just to talk about that a little bit. Now, mostly it is lot docking, just like what you see here. There are no hookups, no water. Sometimes they have trash cans, not always. But there have been a number of them, including right there there was a casino right outside of Fort Myer that I stayed at that had 50 amp plugins. And it didn't cost anything. They didn't charge anything for it. Just had to check in with security like you normally do. And that was really nice. So every now and then you'll find the ones that have some partial hookups at the very least. Now, some of them do have RV parks. And I think Dawn was telling me that this one does have an RV park. And I have not been able to confirm that or not. I guess somebody said it's over the way over there. I'm not sure. But usually the RV parks, they give a pretty good deal at. So one of them that I had stayed at, I think it was only $25 a night. And we stayed there for 2 nights. And as I recall, they gave us $50 worth of casino play on the card for that. And that depending on whether you're a gambler or not. If you're not a gambler, it probably wouldn't be fun for you. But I thought that was awfully nice. No. Yeah, Quartzsite on the way to Yuma. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be seeing you guys when you're down here. Looking forward to it. Traveling Merton and Sue, glad to have you guys here. Let's see here. I haven't done an update. I've been trying to stay up. I think we only have one more week. So let's just do an update of the top 10 and overall. And let me throw that up there and see if we can get you guys here. Of the Fantasy Football League. And if I can share that. If I can share that real quick. We've had a lot of moves this last week. Ooh, I'm feeling some raindrops, guys. Dawn, what are you doing to me from up there? I'm feeling some raindrops. If it gets too bad, share screen. Let's do a tab, and let's just go ahead and throw that one up there. There it is. There's our top 10, guys. Let's start out at number 10 down there. Cowboy Biker Adventures Dawn made the top 10. There it is right there. Dawn, you made the top 10, up 3 positions. Miss Tara at number 9 position, up 2 places. Miss Jennifer LaFord, right here in the room. Glad to have you here. 8th place, down 3 positions. Now remember, the top 6 will go on to playoffs. The remaining 4 of the top 10 will get consolation games, but the top 6 will go on for the Super Bowl. And Wandering Stars up 3 positions. Dawn, you're doing good right there. 7th, up 3. Just need a little bit more. Damage Inc., 6th place. Boston Ass Kickers, 5th place. Here for the tailgate party, our own Miss Carrie, WCRV Adventures. Miss Carrie, you are up 3 positions. You're in the top 4 now, top 6, I should say. You just need to hold on to that. Dirty Diggleberries, number 3 position. Flying Monkeys right there, number 4. Flying Monkeys is our HC Carefree Highway, I believe. I don't remember who's running that team, but look at that, the 2-2. Look at that, it's number 2 position, number 1 position. I have managed to hold on to that. I did lose a game a few weeks ago, but nobody has unseated me from that top position. So, although I think Don wants all of my players, you can't have them. I'll tell you what, in a few weeks you can have them. You can. That would be okay. Oh, so there it is. There's our top 10. Hope to be in the top 6 after this week. Yep, you're getting up there. Now, Don was our first place finisher for last season. So yeah, we expect good things, big things from you, Don. It has been a tough season, and I've had a lot of feedback from the players who would rather not have so many teams for next year. And if you're playing, you know exactly why. It's because you don't have anybody to pick up when your players have a bye, or it is tough. It is tough picking up new players. And this is the first year I've done it with divisions. And I think for next year, we will be going back to 12 teams. But and I think 12 teams is a nice medium there for everybody. Then you can still pick up players when you need them. Oh, darn injuries. Yeah, no, you're doing good though. Just keep it up. Oh, all right. It's going to Palm Springs the end of March. Yeah, there you go. I love Palm Springs. It's not much of 1,000 trails out there, but it is Palm Springs. Beautiful, and they have lots of fruit trees all around the park there that you can go and pick oranges and things like that. So yeah, I will still take a couple of your players in 2 weeks. There you go. Yeah, I do. Gary is saying try to get on the outer wall, back right side. That is a funny park at Palm Springs because there's a train that goes across the highway on the other side of the highway. And if you're in those front sites up towards the highway, up towards the front, you can feel the train going by. It's a little strange. So yeah, I have to agree with that. You're farther away from the pool, but it is you're at least not shaking with the you're not shaking with the train going by. Oh, I like that park though. I like that park. Well, did anybody have anything? Gosh, I'm out of. I was hoping to have more, and I unfortunately got down too late to try to throw together any video for you guys. But I think unless anybody had any questions, I'm probably going to wrap this one up early tonight because I've been walking up and down the hill around Desert Bar, and I'm pooped, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pooped. So, mm, oh. Well, I think with that said, we'll probably go ahead and wrap this one up tonight. Yeah, so you quickly get tired of the sand. Yes, there is. Yeah, I haven't seen the concrete on the sites, but yeah, I know what you're talking about on the sand. I know it's still. I don't know about you, Gary. I like that park. I like that park. So all right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap this up tonight, and hopefully I can get some rest here and relax. Maybe go and eat some dinner. So, uh, see you next year. Yeah, we'll see you next year. Absolutely. I didn't even think about that way, but yeah, we've only got about 19, 20 days left of this one. Uh, yeah, and oh, is that right? Yeah, Palm Springs top three, one of the top three parks. You know, we ought to do that and just kind of poll people and see what their top Thousand Trails Encore parks are. It might be kind of fun to do. So, and I think I have a fair amount of pictures from most of them, so we could almost throw those up there. But let's give Cosmic Mermaid and Starman the last word of the night right there. And we'll see you guys next week. Safe travels. Have fun. And from Parker, Arizona, we will be seeing you guys next time from Mesa, down there on the east side of Phoenix. Looking forward to getting over there to some of my favorite parks over there. Anyway, we will see you guys next week. Have a good week. Live life full time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. I'm worn out. I'm worn out.